Still coming up, of course, Parting versus Rain will be in a little bit, but first we want to do a NOS performance replay and go over a little bit from our last match of Oz versus Alive in that close second game.
We're going to go ahead and throw this up on screen for you guys because this was one of our very interesting games. First of all, look, Protoss has an additional base here and here. So Terran is in a bit of a tough situation. Slight supply advantage, but Protoss was in a very good position. So let's watch very slowly as he moves in here. He comes in. Now note the spread of the Templars. He doesn't want to get EMP'd. And he also makes sure that he has his army back here because he wants to defend this location, and he doesn't want the army to spill in here because clearly there's a lot of tech right in that location. Now he'll play this again.
And we'll see him stim up, try to catch these High Templars. And, I mean, that's always a nice move to try. He whiffs kind of a storm there, almost kills a High Templar off. Whatever. But right here, this is an important moment. See, he's moving north immediately. Now, they're not really exactly sure where each other are. Like, for instance, we don't have any observers for Protoss. And he starts to move down a bit because he doesn't control enough area to know for a fact that he's not going for his fourth base as opposed to his third. Yeah, and what's interesting is after the scuffle, what the Protoss is trying to do is get a nice arc. Anybody who's played a lot of StarCraft knows you have to have this really nice surround. There are a few exceptions where it's not the case, but he wants to surround that army. So he goes for the spread. So Alive is smart. He says, well, I'm probably not, with this area coming into here, going to be able to take on this much surface area here, if you can follow my mouse. So as our Protoss is spreading, he just bum rushes this expansion. And if you look at the positioning, takes a quick scan, sees there's nothing there, and the moment, if Protoss actually doesn't even realize at that moment that it's not a fake, he's actually going to go in there. Yeah, that's right. And the High Templars are going to get very far behind during this as well. So obviously the Nexus is gone, and that's a huge moment in the game. But also, the army is coming up because he has to kill off part of the army. But High Templars are very slow, and you need them with your army to do a proper engagement. Yeah, and that was the real turning point in that game, was he basically outmaneuvered the guy, shot the Nexus down for free, and it suddenly evened everything out massively. And as you can see, he comes in even here from behind and starts to gun down the Templars. And that was how Oz, who had a fairly big economic and even positional lead, got outmaneuvered. So Alive, definitely a player we want to watch more of in this tournament. That's going to go ahead and conclude it for our NOS replay section.